Come on, Matric Geo, Philip here. You are probably watching this because you want to become the AE student. And why should you listen to me? What proof do you have that my tips are going to work? And so that is why I decided today to bring my skeleton out of my closet. As you can see on this side, I've got my grade 10 results. That is how I started out. As you can see, the results, the marks on this report card are very, very bad. And then on the other hand, this side, that is where I have my metric certificate, the results on the metric certificate. And then I'm sure you're wondering how I moved from this to that. So if you want to get the opportunity to try my methods, please do stay tuned. The first one is change your mindset, right? So let's take for instance mathematics. If you believe that mathematics is difficult, every time you are automatically going to hate mathematics. It means every time somebody says mathematics, you shut down. Every time somebody says a number, you shut down. Anything that pretty much involves mathematics, you are going to shut down. Even during a lesson, when your mathematics teacher is talking, you are not there. Even at home, when you try to do mathematics, because you are not interested in it, you are going to fall asleep because you hate mathematics. So my tip here is try to gain interest in the subject. Why are you doing it in the first place? How does it apply to real life? Why do you need it in your life? You see, once you gain interest in it, trust me, it's going to get easier for you. Your brain is going to be more active when you study mathematics. Your brain is going to try and simplify everything for you when you study mathematics. It's going to make sure that you recall that information as quickly as possible, right? Every time you need the information. It's pretty much like your favorite song. By now you can sing your favorite song from the start to the end, word for word. Why? Because you are interested in that song, right? Wholeheartedly, you love the song, you like the song. So every time you listen to that song, word for word goes to your mind. Every time you hear the song, those words quickly pop up. That is what I'm saying. So instead of making that subject, that challenging subject or that challenging topic an enemy, try to make it a friend. Once you gain interest in it, trust me, it's going to love you back. So be positive. If anybody has done it before, a human being just like yourself, then it means you also can do it. So change the mindset that is difficult. I cannot do it. It's too challenging for me. No, you can achieve it if your classmate has done it before. If your relative, your cousin has done it before and they did it, it means you also can do it. So change the negative mindset that I cannot do it. And that, my friend, trust me, that's going to take you a long way. And then the second one is do not ever fall behind, right, in class. Never ever. So just in case maybe you happen to fall behind, maybe you were sick, maybe you had to attend a family event or anything, just in case you fall behind, just make sure, please update the work as soon as possible. You get to school, you ask a friend, you photocopy the notes, you borrow the notes, but make sure to update the work as soon as possible. And then the mistake that most students make is you sacrifice the current lesson to update the previous work. That doesn't usually work out very good. Trust me, avoid doing that. So by doing that, the only way you can avoid that is to avoid that work that you miss at home at your own time. Do not sacrifice the current lesson for the previous lesson, because once you do that, you have fallen into an endless pit, because it means every time the class moves to a new chapter, you are updating the previous one. They move to a new chapter, you are on the previous one. So that is going to be a loss for you, because you will get to the exams and then you'll figure out that you didn't get to the last topic. Why? Because you are updating what the previous topic. So do not fall behind. Never ever. Do not update another subject's work at the expense of another. Avoid doing that. If you missed work, update that work at home at your own time. Do not miss anything. Focus on the current lesson. Make sure you get everything. You get home, you update your work. That is the simplest thing that you can ever do. The third one is uh, try to always be ahead. Please do your best. So what I'm saying here, let's say for instance you're in a class, right, and then the teacher says, okay class, tomorrow we are going to start on calculus, right? So there are two types of students right here. There's a student who's going to get home, watch TV, bathe, eat, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, go to bed. And then there's a student who's going to bathe, eat, maybe watch a little bit of TV, check maybe the Instagram account, and then before going to bed, the student is going to be like, okay, we are going to start on calculus. Let me check on what the topic is all about. So the student takes a book, a notebook, a pen, you go through whatever study material that you have. You check on what is calculus used for, the formulas used in calculus, and these days things are very simple because we also have technology. You can Google what is calculus, you can check on YouTube what is calculus, and people will explain for you, just like you are watching me right now on YouTube. So once the student does that, so we get to class tomorrow and the teacher says, okay class, let's begin on calculus. Do you see the difference now? This is the first lesson for that student who went to bed without touching anything. But then this lesson, the first lesson for this student, is automatically the revision lesson for the student who did it before they went to bed. So this one is seeing it for the first time, but this one has done it already. So it's like a revision. This one is just doing it for the second time, but it's just the first lesson for this one, which gives this one two steps ahead from this lazy one. That is what I'm saying. So try to be ahead. If ever a teacher comes into your class, into a lesson, and they say a new topic, and you find out that you have never seen the topic, you have no clue on what the topic is about, then there is a problem right there. It means you are lacking, you are behind. So try to stay ahead of the teacher so that you do not fall behind, right? And then the next principle would be live a balanced life. Do not try to live a balanced life. Live a balanced life. So to become the A student, I'm not saying become a robot. Be all, those ones that say I study 12 hours, I do this, that is not what I'm saying. Have a balanced lifestyle. You can do the hobbies that you like. I for one like action movies, so you can download your games, you can play your games. When we say live a balanced lifestyle, what it simply means is you must be disciplined, know your priorities, right? So you have a timetable. So when the timetable calls, you answer. That is what I'm saying. You can play your games, you can watch your movies, you can go out with friends. But when time for business hits, you attend to business. That is what I'm saying. So that you do not get depressed and stressed, all work, no play. It must be equal, right? When time for business comes, you attend to business. When you need to rest, then you can do your hobbies and stuff. That is what I'm saying. Live a balanced lifestyle, right? And then the next principle would be, make sure you understand whatever you are reading, whatever you are listening to. Every lesson, every concept, every topic, make sure you understand what you are doing. Never continue if you know that you didn't understand. And these days, things are very much simple. It's easier to get more work done by yourself because we have the internet, we have Google, we have YouTube. So if you do not understand anything, you have the technology to like go out there and research on your own. Go on YouTube, watch videos on what you don't understand. Go on Google, go on websites, pages that are going to post on whatever topic you do not understand. Or you can go in class to that one student who's killing that topic. Go seek help there. Or go to your teacher after the lesson and tell them that, you know what, sir, I'm completely lost. Because once you decide to underestimate the situation and you move on to the next lesson, you left a hole behind. That is going to hit you hard in the examinations, because whatever information you need might be continued to the next one. So it's like now you are laying foundation on sand. Do you understand? So please make sure that you understand everything you do in class. Do not jump to the next concept if you didn't understand the previous one. That is what I'm saying. And then the next step would be do it. So everybody wants to become an A student, just like yourself right now. Everybody wants to do that. Why does everybody want to do that? It's very simple, because everybody can want. By wanting, you do not lose any of your energy. By wanting, you do not lose any of your time. By wanting, you do not spend a dime on that, right? It's very easy to want. What's difficult? The difficult part is doing it. So this principle is just do it. Like night, just do it. So do not procrastinate. You have heard that procrastination is the thief of time. Please do your best not to procrastinate. When it needs to be done now, do it now. You got an assignment, start researching today, do it now. There's an examination coming. Do not say, oh, I'm going to start preparing the week before. There's a test coming. No, I'm just going to prepare the day before. You have homework. No, I'm going to do the homework before the lesson starts in the morning. I'm going to do the homework before I go to bed. If you have time, just do it now. Save yourself, because time moves fast. You'll find that the examination has started and then you have nothing, but the time was sufficient. It seems, when you're a student and you get an assignment, the time is always more than enough, and the time for submission is always far, man. Even if you have a month, you're just thinking a month, and then tomorrow the month is done. Where is my work? And then you have stories. You shouldn't do that. Do not procrastinate. Just do it now. Save yourself and do it now. And then the last step would be never give up. The 8th principle is never give up. This is the most important principle of them all, because once you give up, it means the war is over. The battle is over. You have lost. There is no improving your marks and all that. But then if you never give up, you know what that means? It means you failed the previous exam. Instead of giving up, you are actually now investigating on that. What did I get wrong? Which topic beat me? How can I improve?